kind of action RPG type games. There'll be a lot of, I'm sure chat will come alive with a lot of the, is this Zelda 2 comments? It's not Zelda 2, it's Battle of Olympus. It's its own game. But if you're going to pay tribute to a game, why not pay tribute to something like Zelda 2, Castlevania 2, these kind of fun action side-scrolling RPGs. It's a really fun game. It's a very difficult game, blind, but very rewarding to play. To speed run, this game is crazy. So there's a little bit of farming that goes on, and I'm sure Karma will get into all of this, but it's not a very long farming section at all. There is some RNG to that farming, so that can make it a little frustrating. But this guy, when you see some of the moves that he makes towards the end of the game, it has some of the most difficult boards in speedrunning. So it's going to be something to watch. How are we looking?
I think we're getting rid of here. Red D.
Hey, you've been up for
double checking something.
what, 4 days straight almost?
Something like that, yeah.
The chat comes alive with Dex Tech every time you talk. They really appreciate it. And then, how about all the work that Bad Breaks and Dexter and Feasel and Mythical and these guys are putting into this this marathon? I mean, to pull this off and have it be as fun and as fluid as it's been is a miracle. I could never have done it. So my hat's off to these guys, and I'm just lucky that they let me jump on and talk and say my name once in a while.
Let's see here. I think I'm ready, actually.
Okay, great. So we're going to throw it over to Karma Dragon, formerly Box Fat. So you guys might have recognized him if you're looking for last year. But Karma Dragon is going to be playing Battle of Olympus. And we're going to head over to him.
Alright. Timer will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is the Battle of Olympus. As some of you have already been pointing out in chat, it is very similar to Zelda 2. There's actually an interesting sprite. If you search Battle of Olympus Zelda 2 on Google, you'll get an image that shows Orpheus and Link attacking each other, and then flying back with the exact same animation, basically. So yeah, it's definitely pretty clear that this has a lot of similarities. Uh-oh. Read your brother shouting spaghetti in my phone. Right, so unfortunately the very first thing we do in this game is we farm up a hefty number of olives. We're going to need 130 of them in total, but we won't get them all in one session. The fastest way to get olives, I think Breakdown was the one who discovered this, or at least wrote a pretty decent write-up on this, is to get these 6 slimes stacked up on each other, and then start farming by getting them to drop in the same spot. So we're gonna work our way up to about 45 olives in this session, and it could take anywhere from a couple minutes to 4 minutes or so, if we're not lucky. And basically the way the RNG for this works is that every slime has a 1/4 chance to drop an olive. So we'd be hoping for about 3 olives for every 2 passes. But they can also drop a bay leaf, also at a 1/4 chance. And after 100 total things have dropped, whether it's a bay leaf or an olive, the drop rates get cut in half. So we actually really don't want bay leaves to drop, because if too many of them drop, then that significantly lowers our chances of getting more olives. So we're actually making some pretty decent time here. I don't have a timer running myself, but this actually feels pretty fast. In my record run, which is 30 minutes and 10 seconds long, deathless too, I finished farming at around 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Alright, so we don't need exactly 45 olives, so I'm probably just gonna take whatever I get from this and just go. I'm 3 olives short of where I optimally want to be. Our first stop is going to be by Zeus's place. He activates all the other gods. So, if you don't talk to him, you can't really do much here. And because this is a marathon run, we're gonna grab the password here. Hear the word of the gods, don't forget it. That's how I always imagine it going. Normally I actually don't remember how many hits that guy there takes. It's like 3 or 4. There's also a lot of long walks in this game. So right here, I'm just kind of holding left. Got a bit of time to just chill. Alright, here we go. We go into this tree, and go figure, there's an entirely different section of Arcadia over here. Yeah, unfortunately I do not speak Divinity, so to me it just comes out as a garbled mess, and that's why I need to take a screenshot whenever I have passwords. The death system in this game is actually pretty nice in some regards. Like, if you hit continue, you lose half of your olives and start at the last place you were. So if you're more concerned about, like, time than you are olives, bad RNG, then you can just hit continue. But if you need to keep your olives, you can hit retry. Nice! I got the hit through the snake. That one's actually kind of hard to get. Well, not terribly hard, but he can be a bit of a jerk sometimes. If you hit retry, it goes to the last place where you grabbed a password, so you don't have to actually type in the password, saving the olives you had there. The Xanadu is actually right after this. To the person in chat who thought they missed Xanadu. Alright, so since we left the area and came back, we actually have reset the olive RNG, so we can farm up another bunch of items. Which means, guess what? One more farming session here. Everyone's favorite, I know. This is probably why I haven't gotten sub 30 yet, is because it's been really hard for me to get back into this game and get a solid farming session. A long time ago, I got a 3111, I think, Deathless. Whatever runs up on SDA right now is my old Deathless run, and I don't remember exactly how long after, I came back to the game and actually got really lucky and beat it with a 3010. Or wait, no, I beat it first with a 3011 that had 4 deaths. And then I beat it again with a 3010, only saving 1 second, but cutting out all the deaths. So, that being said, since this is a marathon run, I will definitely not be guaranteeing Deathless. I'm probably gonna die a couple times. And if I do happen to save a little bit of time with the deaths, Oops. I will not be intentionally death warping, though. In a race setting, I would go and do the whole walk back to the place you died thing. So we're gonna stop when we get up to 90 olives or somewhere close. Ooh, nice. We're about to get to the fun part, I promise. If you stand too close to the slimes when you hit them, you actually miss them completely. So I'm surprised I actually hit those slimes on their way down. His weapon is a club, believe it or not. It does kind of look like a drumstick. I can see where you got that. Ten more olives to go, or a few more passes, I think. Alright. We will go left to right one more time here. And then we'll just go with whatever we've got. Like I said, the 45, 45, 40 is kind of more of a guideline for the amount that I want to farm rather than a hard number. So now we meet Hermes, who was just kind of hanging out with Zeus for a while. God party, why not? And then they vomit out some more words of the gods. And now we can actually jump really high. And one thing about how jumping works in this game is that jumping height is not controlled by the length of time that you hold A. It's purely controlled by your momentum. Oh, right, by the way, we can also walk on ceilings now, which is an interesting and fun mechanic for this game. This is a very maze-like area. Now, normally here, we would need to have a staff and the ability to shoot fire to get through that bush, but thankfully we can just skip straight through it by doing a damage boost. And we come over this way to a boss fight. We'll see if I can get this. Sometimes this guy can be a bit of a troll. Lately I've been having good luck with him. I think I've just been positioning myself better than I used to. Whoa. Okay, that's bad. Okay. Don't really have to mash very hard here because this game is more about keeping your weapon out more of the time rather than mashing quickly. There we go. Rescue the berry. And we get the sword, which will be our weapon for a very long time. Pay a little visit to our happy little tree there. And then hopefully, yep, there we go. That was nice. This guy likes to drop olives, but unfortunately he didn't this time. And we head over a couple times, and we get the harp from here, which allows us to call Pegasus. And you know what? We'll grab a password. Just because we can. sorry to hear that, Hypno Bean. Grab the ambrosia from the tree, and then we'll see if we can't one-cycle this. Oops. Nope. Missed my first hit. That's okay. Takes 4 hits. Lucky olive drop. Alright, so here is a very difficult section. I may die here. Well, more likely after I reach Poseidon. So here I like to actually hit the pillar from the right, because if you hit it from the left, it's really easy to slide into the corners of that spot, and just it counts as a death pit for whatever reason. Alright. Let's see if this section is kind to me. I've run 100% for this, and it took me a little over an hour. I think my best time so far for 100% has been an hour and 7 minutes? I want to get sub-hour someday, but I'm a lot less serious about... Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh, jeez. Dang. Okay, well, I might die here, but I'll go for it anyway. Oops. I did not time that correctly. Retry. And we actually just wind up right over here. Keep our olives. Not a big deal. Let's see. I guess my all keys time would be the only time I've actually... Yeah. Monkeys are being jerks today. Also, no. That's not just you. My game is doing that. Fish are being jerks today. Good harpy fight. Unlike Zelda 2, you cannot see the floors. Really bad RNG here. Super bad RNG. Dang. They were really spread out, which is very unfortunate. It's the bad part about this game. A lot of these enemies have a large amount of RNG to them. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to the fish here this time. Okay. I'm having some issues hitting the harpy this time. Don't mind me. I hope you really like this song. Okay, there we go. That was a little ridiculous, I will say. There we go. Okay, just need one more hit on that guy. There we go. That sounds about right, Andy. There we go. Okay. Now that my heart rate has returned to normal, let's do another grand old olive farming session. And yeah, like Uranium Anchor is pointing out, there is a death pit in that section that was completely dark. They don't draw the layout of the land, but you can see the enemies perfectly fine. This is the easiest way to stack them on top of each other. These slimes remember where they died, so when they come back on screen, they do it at the same horizontal position that they died at. A lot of people, when they're first picking this up, will mash at this part, but it actually makes it harder to hit these things. It's better to just learn the timing for it. Because mashing too hard will actually make it so that your sword isn't out as long. And so you have more opportunities to miss. We need a total of 70 olives to pick up the sword. The good sword. Divine sword, that is. And you might be able to see it on stream, but if you're walking to the left, you can actually see them right as they spawn. Whereas if you're walking to the right, you can't. So, if I do need to reset the slimes, I will generally try to walk to the left, because it's easier to line up that way. And here I'm less likely to accept less than 70 olives, because the only farming spot I have left after this that I could use is the one in Attica, which is where actually most people will go for on their casual playthroughs, because it's right next to a health refill and doesn't require setup at all. Ugh, this RNG though. Alright, let's see if we can't get it. Oops. We'll get something on the way. I hope. RNG is fun. Pay a visit to the ceiling to dodge there. Now we're back in Argolis. Instead of taking the right door, we'll take the left one, and we will equip the orb. One thing you'll notice me doing a lot of is attempting to lure the bats to do a much higher dive rather than the lower, faster ones. So when you see me jumping before bats, that's because I'm trying to bait them into a higher dive. You'll see a lot more of that when I get to the later areas in the game. Have I been to Crete? I will be soon. That is our next stop after Thea. Unfortunate RNG with the bat. It's okay. We're gonna be getting a full health refill. So, since this is a marathon, we're gonna go ahead and come over here and pick up the shield that does nothing. That's not what we're here for, though. We want the password. Ugh. Grab the key, we'll need that later. Ah, I didn't duck. That's okay. Alright, we will grab... Alright. That guy didn't drop anything, shouldn't matter. Good fight. Now we visit Thea with the phthalo blue skies. Just a touch of crimson red. Unfortunately, the bird did not drop an item the first time. Alright, so this part's tricky, but... There we go. That's what the monkey's supposed to do. Whoa! That's not what he's supposed to do, but it worked. Alright, that's probably the scariest part in the game, because we have, the most to lose that... Wait a minute, I don't have an olive. Hold on. Shoot. This is a unique mistake. You know what, I'll take a death. Man, I forgot to check that I didn't... Alright, well, we'll get an olive here. There it is. Damn it. I can't believe nothing else dropped an olive. Oh, I probably just thought I had them all, so I just skipped one. That's okay. We don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. No comment. There we go. Oh well. Okay. Sometimes monkeys are jerks, and that one is supposed to jump at me right away. And that time he decided he was going to wait for 3 years. And that is the unfortunate part about running this game. There is an insane amount of RNG. So I could very easily just get incredibly unlucky here. That's why I have my estimate set at 40 minutes, but you know, you could get trolled enough and... Oops. Case in point. There we go. That's all I needed. Maybe he'll drop something for us? Yes, he will. That was a good example of a monkey stalling way too much. That's okay, we'll just take a hit there, and maybe we'll take another one. We'll give this another shot from here. There we go. So remember how I got here a little while ago? Yeah, let's pretend that was now. Thankfully, getting out is much easier. That right there is the hardest jump in the game. Oops. Forgetting to equip your new weapon is a really good idea. We'll wait there on the stairs because they lock us in place when we take hits instead of being knocked back. Oop, whoa. Okay, we're fine. Intercept the monkey. Take our time there with the birds. And this one's a slow-moving bird, so we will let him fly by. If you're a fast one, we could just... Easy. The centaur moved a little bit differently than I was used to, so... I was a little bit nervous that something bad would happen. Would not be uncommon for this game. No, it is not a euphemism. We are literally intercepting the monkey. This is a spot where if I die, I actually save a little bit of time, so don't tell anyone, it's our little secret. Actually, that death was probably about the same amount of time as it would have taken if I had gotten there normally. Alright, so now we head over to Crete, which is definitely a very dangerous area. It's also a maze. So, hope you know where to go. Thankfully I do. Alright, so we're going to enter this next door from the left side so that we have the correct momentum. So do that. And hopefully I get this fight right. Close enough. It can go much worse. The NES was taken away? Oh no. Are we grounded? D-pad, please. Alright, so we have enough health that I think we'll just keep going. Hey man, check out my axe, my mom gave it to me. Where are you going? I mean, he walks on water. It's pretty impressive. Hi, John Carls, that was my old name. Oops. There we go, okay. Getting that first hit can sometimes be a little bit tricky. That's okay. We restart right here. This guy actually, or Cerberus here, actually regenerates health once one of his heads are dead. So it's very important that you damage him quickly. This bat here, specifically, is a pretty big jerk. And so can this one. Or that one can be a jerk, so we're gonna actually stop to kill him with lightning. I do that even in record attempts, okay. Well then. There we go. I just wanted to get to the ceiling, that's all. Alright, now we hit another checkpoint here. This screen will likely kill me a few times, because RNG is great. You can actually just get some spawn sets that straight up kill you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. That one was more my fault. There's an example of the game trying to kill me, but not quite succeeding. We're just gonna pass through there. No, we'll let the snake live, I think. We'll call him Clyde. Thanks to Breakdown for having some really nice strategies for this area. If you need health, you can stop by here, although there's also a spot where you can take a very quick death if you don't care about deaths. Alright, so here's Hades' temple, and it is very difficult. First I gotta get this. Nice. Skipping her is very difficult. Probably the hardest part about this whole thing, actually. Now I'll either take 0 or 2 hits here. Looks like it's gonna be 0! Yay! Take advantage of the fact that we can pass through enemies as we hit them. We're just gonna leave this guy over there. Kind of screwed that up a little bit. That's okay. Not a huge deal. Good. rather take a hit than fall into the pit. That jump right there is actually pretty tricky. Ooh. Always scares me. Alright, so here's the final boss that is totally invisible to us. Alright, we're gonna wait for him to definitely be on top of us. Gotta wait again. There we go. Time. Normally you would have a moon crystal that would allow you to see the final boss, but if you're able to shoot crouching lightning, then, well, you can consistently hit his shins. I don't have a timer up, so hopefully I didn't go over estimate, but thank you all for watching, and hopefully laughing along with my mistakes. They were pretty silly. And I'll just point out right now that we have a shorter skirt than the heroine. And I think whenever the restreamers are ready, we'll be going over to Xanadu.